Some of the ways in which audio elements can represent a brand include jingles or songs in order for people to recognize them. Some companies have slogans or catchphrases that they use, um, things that they can have thrown out there that people can just have stick to them, and it sort of keeps that brand and like with them. It's an easy way for them to attach themselves to people and kind of associate themselves in some way. Um, Music is also a huge influence for a lot of companies. JG Wentworth is a great example of this. They have their little 877 Cash Now song. If I were to walk up to anybody on the street and start singing that song, I'm almost positive that somebody would finish it for me. And that's a good way to sort of for them to promote themselves and also have their brand out there through an audio cue. Human voices are essential to the way we perceive and initially respond to a company. If you have somebody that comes off as uninterested or bored, I doubt that somebody else is going to become interested out of nowhere. They're not going to want anything to do with what you have to offer. If somebody comes off as rude or aggressive, somebody's going to just assume that everybody's that way and not want anything to do with the company. Um, these are really important things to have to take into consideration whenever you're trying to get your brand out there, because it can make or break whether or not you get a lifelong customer or a bad Yelp review. Audio scores can make or break a film, and they give emotional context to any scene in a movie. Almost every single movie has some type of score to go along with it. Um, if you want it to give off a sense of eeriness or dread, you have to do something with the music that sort of just helps send a tingle up somebody's spine. Or if you want something that's going to be comical or playful, you have to give something that's real bouncy and has a bit of levity to it. I'm never going to forget the first time I saw Darth Vader come onto a scene in Star Wars. That was like the one thing that always stuck out to me um, throughout the years. It was he comes on and then his song plays and it just gives this sense of like power and foreboding, and it's like my favorite cinematic moment ever. And these are just some of the things that can impact the person's response to a movie, and that's why a good score is so important.